it's your favorite nurse Jasmine, and I'm back today with another nursing video. Today's video is going to be all about the differences between day shift and night shift nursing. I've been a night shift nurse now for about 4 months. Let me just tell you guys, it is a big difference after you've been a day shift nurse for about 3 years. It's been different. It is a big difference between day shift and night shift, and I'm just gonna let you guys in on a couple of the differences, both good things and bad things, and you can kind of make up the decision for yourself which one you want to be. Now that I do work nights, I do get a lot of questions about what is the differences, which one do I like better, so I'll let you guys know all that in this video, so continue to watch. First thing that I have noticed that is different is my sleep schedule. I think that is the biggest thing that people want to know about. Definitely say my sleep schedule is all messed up. I have not corrected it yet. It has taken a long time. I feel like 4 months is a good enough time where I should have had it under control, but I guess not. I definitely have a schedule already for the days that I need to work, but I don't have my sleep schedule regulated for the days that I'm off. I'm still up all throughout the night while everyone else is sleeping, and then when everyone is awake, I'm still sleeping. So on my days off, I do sleep until at least noon, 1 o'clock, and that is definitely not a good thing, because then it's basically like I've wasted my whole entire day. Whereas when you are day shift, your sleep schedule is the same as everyone else's. It is a little bit more regular, and you feel like you have a little bit more of a life, I guess you could say. So that is one of the things that I have noticed that is different. The second thing that is different as far as working, you do not have to deal with families as much when you are working night shift. One of the biggest things that I had to learn how to do working day shifts was properly communicate with family, regulate family as far as their comings and goings, especially in the ICU, and a lot more people are around during the day, just because I mean that's how their schedules are. You know, families are not going to come in and check on their family at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. They just don't. Now they may call, but they're not physically there, so you're not having to do all of your job and talk to families at the same time, because that can become somewhat of a hindrance during the day shift, especially when you have multiple patients, to have to stop and explain something to them, as well as do your job, as well as take care of your other patients. So that is one thing that I do kind of enjoy for night shift. Now there are family members that stay overnight, but we have it to where only one family member can stay all night, and it's a lot easier to deal with one family member versus deal with 4 or 5 family members throughout the day. And while we're talking about a lot more people around, I guess we can talk about dealing with doctors. A lot of doctors come in during the day. Almost all of your doctors around during the day. You have the occasional doctor that does all their rounding at night, and it's just a lot less physicians in and out. Sometimes you have like 3 or 4 physicians that want to come in and check on your patients during the day, and so it's a lot more busier because you're having to update every single doctor throughout the day. Even if they are in there at the same time, each doctor want to know something different depending on their specialty, whereas nights, really all you deal with is your hospitalist, and that's pretty much it, unless your patient has something specific going on, like kidneys issues, you talk to your renal doc, and if some heart issues, you're calling your cardiologist. One thing that I can say is a negative is that doctors are a lot more crankier at night, and I guess it's because you're waking them up, which I never really understood. It's like, you know that you're on call, so why are you mad that we're calling you? But it is a lot harder to deal with doctors at night than it is with day. Even though there's a lot of doctors that you have to talk to during the day, generally the nice doctors during the day are the mean doctors at night. Like having to call and be like, hey, well, my labs came back and my K is this, my mag is this. Like for electrolytes, they're like super cranky, even though those are important things that you need to tell them, and it's kind of like a catch-22. If you call them, you get in trouble. If you don't call them, you get in trouble. And it's not really so much as in trouble as like they're annoyed with you and they're cranky over the phone. It's kind of frustrating. So that's one thing that I don't like doing, is dealing with doctors that I have to call. I'd rather just call like a hospitalist or the resident and they're already up, they're already there, and they're generally not as rude as like your specialty doctors at night, which as during the day everybody is generally like not cranky. They're already up, their sleep schedule is regular, and you're not interrupting their sleep. I am a person, I'm cranky if you wake me up out of my sleep too, but if I was a doctor I would understand. It's like you're on call, like you know you're gonna get calls about this patient at night if something is terribly wrong, especially considering that I'm in the ICU. So that is it's frustrating. So the next thing is eating. I can completely understand how night shift nurses, it's very easy for them to gain weight. It's because they eat so much. One of the drawbacks of working nights is the cafeteria is not open. So either if you forget to bring your food, you have to order takeout, or you're eating out of vending machines. I'm a person, even working day shifts, I always brought my lunch because it's a way to save money, and it is a way to save time. You generally only have 30 minutes to eat your lunch. Sometimes you don't even have a full 30 minutes depending what your patient load is. So you kind of have to eat when you can. But when you are working nights, nothing is open but fast food or vending machines. So if you forget to bring your lunch, those are really the only options that you have. So eating pizza at 3 o'clock in the morning is not good for you, especially if the next couple of days you're off, your sleep schedule is off, you're eating bad foods really late, and they bring so many snacks. I know it's like out of love and like I'm thinking about you guys, but it's like cookies, homemade cookies and donuts and dip and chili, and it's just food galore. It's everywhere, and I'm all like, I brought a lean cuisine. Because you know, you try to stay healthy, you try not to gain weight, try not to put on the pounds, especially when you have so much weight to lose. Me, it is just very easy to gain weight on night shift, and that partially goes into the next topic that I'm going to discuss, which is it is a lot more downtime on night shift. You are generally a lot busier during the days. I don't know why that is. I think because most of your meds are done in the day, most of your wound care or your nursing orders are put in for day shift. But at nights, patients are generally sleeping. Most of them don't even like for you to come in and take their vitals, either every hour, every 4 hours, depending on what their orders are. And it's just like a lot more downtime. But when things hit the fan, it happens really, really quickly, and it's kind of like a cluster. I really didn't want to say that, but that's basically what it is at nights, because you don't have doctors on hand that are really close around, maybe on a different floor, that can kind of get to you. So you're kind of like rushing, and it's a lot going on. So when things do happen, it is chaotic. And for some reason there's a lot more admissions and transfers at night. I don't even understand that. Either they happen right at the change of shift, or you're getting admissions generally between like 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock, where you're starting to move a lot of beds. And I think it plays into the role of what is going on in the ER, how patients are coming in the ER. But it's a lot of transfer. I have not done this many transfers ever. Like, it's like you come in, it's like, oh, well, we got rid of this patient, or all these beds are empty. So in the middle of the night, they're just admitting them. I'm like, God, like, why are you admitting these people at 3 o'clock in the morning? If I'm a patient and I am asleep in my room, even if I'm in the ICU and I know I don't need to be there, but you come in my room at 3 o'clock in the morning, like, yeah, I'm going to transfer you to med surg now. I'm like, no, you're going to transfer somebody else. I'm asleep. But that's just kind of how things go. Those are really the biggest differences that I have noticed from working day shift to night shift. Which one do I prefer? I still honestly will prefer day shift over night shift, simply because it gives you more of a regular schedule. Like, you're off, you're still on the same sleep pattern, but honestly, the money on night shift is nice. That night differential plays a huge role. And I also get a lot more cleaning done working night shift at my home because my husband and my kids are sleeping, so I'm like, I really don't have anything else to do. I guess I might as well clean. That is basically all that I have for you guys in this video. Make sure to comment below, what shift do you work? What do you like about the shift that you work? Are you day shift? Are you night shift? Are you a swing shift? Are you alternating shift? Like, I don't know how people do rotating shifts. Like, how do you guys function? Like, I couldn't do it. So definitely let me know which ones do you guys like the best. So make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel, as well as hit the notification button so YouTube will let you know every single time that I upload a video, as well as follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. And until the next video, I'll talk to all of you hunts later. Bye.